Is it audible enough? Someone to assist us to add.
Relevant to the topic.
The smart board is the one which helps us to look or do research for what we study.
Anytime the students are in the library, they are able to look at the educational posters in the library. The games and the toys in the library are mostly used after lessons. The teachers have responded. They have actually said that the facility is actually very resourceful in terms of what they are, the content they are delivering in the classes. And also the students have responded very well. They are actually excited about what we have in the library.
It's a modern one of a kind in the area, in the school, and the community.
The rate of absenteeism is no longer a problem in this school because of what is being done in the library.
I think the library has brought some warmth in the school.
Another day during midterm, a child from a private school came. The mother is teaching in a nearby school here. When the child came, the child told the mother, "I'm not going back to the private school. That is more than a private. The school is more than a private school. So I'm lucky to have my children even learning in this school. They are enjoying a facility that their mother didn't enjoy. Because I'm here as a parent, I'm here as a teacher. So really, Key has done great in this school."
Thank you so much. Sorry for the audio part. And so our presentation is going to be about unlocking potential and what Knowledge Empowering Youth School Libraries project is and how we are working to support the SDGs that we discussed yesterday. So Key Libraries, who are Key Libraries? This is a Canadian-Kenyan registered non-profit school library program that supports only school library, that is primary and secondary schools. Our mission is to have every school-age child to have access to a fully functional library and have a trained librarian. Our vision is to drive meaningful change through school libraries by providing access to quality education regardless of a child's background, geographic region, religion, or gender. So the current challenges are the state of the education system in Kenya and school libraries in Kenya. We understand that at least 2% of schools in Kenya have functional libraries. 98% have lack functional libraries. So the large majority of schools in Kenya, from even where we come from, we understand the state of school libraries. And we have about 31,000 plus schools, that is primary schools, and 10,000 plus, that is secondary schools. So Key Libraries, we are providing libraries for otherwise children who could not have had access to the libraries. So why libraries?
Our CEO and founder of Key, Rita Field-Marsham, say that think of UN's Sustainable Development Goal of quality education as a house, an inviting house we want to be inside. School libraries are an important point of access, a front door, and school librarians are the powerful key to that door. The small, tangible actions that will help us reach the big, abstract idea of quality education and outcomes that best prepare our school children for the challenges of the 21st century. As you can see this photo, this is a photo of a student at Lewa Primary School study for the KCSE exams while watching over the kettles in school. So he borrowed a book from the library and went to read while guarding the animals. Key has models. We have different models, and Key provides school libraries of excellence to otherwise undeserved children nationwide. We target primary and secondary schools in national, provincial, county, and community level. We have developed 4 easily adaptable and manageable turnkey models. One is a refurbished, either 20-foot or 40-foot container. We have a refurbished library, a refurbished classroom that doubles up as a library, and also a new build. Those are 4. So you can see from these photos, these are the key libraries that we have. This is 20-foot container. It's in the valley, Kerio Valley. And also this is a classroom that was converted into a library. And we have a library that was refurbished. So these are and also a classroom that was converted into a library. So we have 4 models that we feel they can be adopted in other schools.
Key's impact. Our network of libraries are outfitted to ensure a safe, clean, comfortable environment to directly and immediately improve the quality of education. And we have school libraries in Kenya, Tanzania, and Ghana. In Kenya, we are across 12 counties, and we managed to reach about over 44,000 students in a ratio of boys to girls, ratio of 5 to 6 girls. And we've been in operation now for over 15 years. And total number of schools we have are 46 schools across the 3 countries. SDGs and how Key is contributing to them. And so we have a series. Yesterday we did much introduction. Prof. Gatiti did a lot of introduction on SDGs. So we'll go straight to a few that we've picked. We've picked SDG 4 on quality education, SDG 5 on gender equality, SDG 10 reduced inequalities, and SDG 16. So we picked 4 and examined what we are doing as Key in terms of achieving and also attaining them. Libraries as catalysts. In Africa, where access to quality education remains a challenge, school libraries serve as a powerful catalyst for achieving sustainable development goals. A short-term development program, school libraries yield rapid results which secure access to equitable, access to quality information, knowledge that bolsters future economic prosperity by providing quality education and leadership for these and future generations. And all the pictures that we've used are pictures from the libraries that we have, and we have consent to use all the photos and the videos that we play. And so these are examples of the photos that we have.
So we're going to start with SDG 4, which is quality education, and it says ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So Key is contributing to quality education by providing the learning tools and technology, and it has contributed to achieving universal quality education by providing technical tools like preloaded computers and digital smart boards, which has enhanced education quality. We've also enhanced students' learning journey by introducing games, educational games, spanning from Scrabble to chess, and also centering around environmental conservation. So we also provide technology, and the technology also benefits the teachers and the students as well. And it benefits the teachers where they leverage the teacher librarians and also the teachers who come to use the library. They leverage the smart board by using it to enhance their engagement with the students and improve the learning outcome. For example, the teachers and the teacher librarians, they use the smart board, to describe, to demonstrate the 3D features and help the students visualize their subject being taught, like swimming. Now they use the smart board to show swimming, science concept, also playing the instruments, musical instruments in the library. So they use that. Because in schools in the rural area, they actually don't have those resources. But now once they display them in the smart board, they're able to visualize and really understand that. And also the technology is benefits to the student is that, like for example, one of the schools in one of our key libraries, the students used the computers in the library to create a website for the school using HTML. And they also used a sugarizer, what I had said before, the preloaded content in all the computers, to create a project that they used to participate in the Kenya Science and Engineering Fair in 2023. So you can see these photos, the kids are using they're learning about the human body. So they're using the content that is already preloaded to demonstrate and also try to understand better. And you can see here, it's swimming. A teacher librarian is teaching the students how to swim, showing them on the smart board. And here they're being trained on how to use Sugarizer and other games that are in the computer.
Yeah, and Sugarizer is an offline learning software that kids use to play games and also do basic coding in the library. And what we just forgot is what we provide. We were to say we provide computers, we provide smartboard, we provide books, we provide shelves, we provide tables, seats. Just to make a functional library, we renovate and make sure that it's a functional library. We provide games, bean bags for the kids to play, mattresses for kids. So to just make it as conducive, as friendly as a library can be. We also do capacity building for the librarians and teacher librarians, and that we've partnered with the Kenya Library Association, we've partnered with the KNLS. Mary has also been part of the training that we've done, and some of the librarians here that we've invited to do the training for our teacher librarians and also the librarians that manage the libraries. These are the girls that did a project, the HTML project, to build a school website. These are the mothers in Mara. We try to involve the community to come as we set up the library so that the mothers can understand the role of the libraries and what we provide for the kids in the library. So it's a collaboration that we work with the mothers.
So for SDG 5, the gender equality, key advances gender equality, and key libraries play a vital role in fostering both print and digital literacy among girls while ensuring that all genders have fair access to educational resources. Our libraries provide a diverse array of books and programs, including tailoring some options for the girls, that interest the girls and empowering them to pursue educational and their life goals. We also have the equitable access to the resources, and the programs that we've introduced in these schools is like robotics, and we've introduced in several schools or in several of our libraries. And one is, I can give you an example of Ashela Primary School. It's a school in Lamu, and the girls are part of the robotics club, and they all work with the boys there, and this is helping to reduce, the gender gap in STEM fields in their community. These initiatives ensure that ensures equal encouragement and opportunities for the girls, promoting a more inclusive and equitable learning environment. So you can actually see this is a Shela Primary in Lamu. You can actually see the girls building the robots as well as the boys building the robots there. So this is what we encourage in our schools so that all the kids have access to the same resources, and we make sure that there's equity.
Okay, SDG number 10 on reduced inequalities and what we are doing in reducing inequality. Libraries are serving as equalizers, so we can reduce inequality in terms of those who have and those who have not. Key libraries serve as equalizer for vulnerable and marginalized communities, thereby reducing inequalities in access to education and information. Prof. Gatiti yesterday mentioned that access to information is a human right. Diverse range of literature. So we do provide a diverse range of literature, and in terms of, okay, let me come up again. Against the backdrop of limited resources and financial strains, rural schools are disadvantaged. This is true. Struggling to provide diverse learning materials beyond basic curriculum essentials. So Key provides a vast range of books covering vital topics such as health, science, climate change, career paths, technology, current events, and inspirational biographies of remarkable individuals. So Key's tailored approach ensures that these resources match the reading levels of these local communities. And so what we do, we assess the local needs of a particular school before we purchase books for that particular school. And all our libraries have different types of resources. So if it's a town library, they have a little more advanced resources. And if it's a rural local library, has a particular collection developed particularly for that region. Mothers' role in closing educational gaps. So in rural areas, mothers with limited education are pivotal in their children's learning. So Key libraries actively involve mothers, regardless of their background, to bridge educational gaps. Recognizing the library's value, these mothers advocate for and facilitate their children's use of resources, helping narrow the inequality gap between children with educated mothers and those in rural areas. As I showed you some photos there, when we are setting up the library, or when we are setting it up, we try to involve the mothers, those who are around, to come understand the resources that are in the library. And we also try to provide resources, particularly for them, depending on the community that they come from. And so we have a few photos, particularly these ones. This is one of the photos that most people can relate to when we were growing up. We could use the lantern there while our mothers are cooking. We are there doing our homework. And that is the William photo. And we're trying to involve the mothers also understand technology and understand how to use computers in the libraries that we have. Thereby, understanding computers encourages the mothers to encourage their children to make use of what they have in their libraries. So the last goal is peace, justice, and strong institution that we covered, that is SDG 16, and to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And so, policies and guidelines for school libraries. In 2016, Key, that is Knowledge Empowering Youth, in collaboration with Kenya Law Reform, and the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Sports, Culture and Arts, and educational NGOs came together to draft Kenya's first roadmap policy and guidelines for school libraries. This is available online. The document is called Framework for School Libraries in Kenya 2018. And so it drafted a document that highlights the role of the library, particularly school libraries, in supporting teaching and learning of these particular schools. And this document has really been instrumental in developing the current Libraries of Kenya bill. So it's a way that we are trying to build strong institutions through partnerships and through building of policies. So our library models works in a way that we try to provide a library constitution. This is the library constitution here. This provides a guide on how kids can make use of the library, who manages the library, how is the library managed, who is in charge. And sometimes the students are in charge of the library because we have a library council that manages the library. Sometimes, some schools actually, they are run by students. The library is run by students. They have a program, when to check in, when to come, when to do basic library operations. And so we want to thank you so much for this time. And in case anyone has a question, we are welcome to have that question.
Okay, my question is, in those countries that you have already established the libraries and you are working with them, what is the criteria that you use to choose an area so that you can establish a school or a secondary school library?
Most of the schools, they apply. Some of the schools we work with partners and they see the need and they ask us if we can work together to establish a library in that area. Like for Tanzania and Ghana, we worked with partners there. Since we're not familiar with the area, but the partners have inquired and we go there, do our baseline study, find out the need in that school, and then we now implement the library. So within Kenya, we do site visits. We do, once someone applies for the library, we do site visits, and then now from there, we can decide on, depending on the finance and all that, we continue doing the projects. But we welcome the partners who want to do libraries, because what we've done is that we've established models that anyone can adopt. So our aim was to establish models. If you want to do your library, you can actually check out the models that we have, and you can do that library. Did I answer your question? Maybe I didn't understand. Okay. Yeah.
My question was, you do libraries across the board.
Yes.
In those countries.
Yeah.
The criteria you say that somebody applies.
Yes.
How do I apply and it is they that have learned about it?
Oh.
That's why we're always in this forum, so that you learn about us. And also, I think at the end, thank you, there is a website where you can check us and you can apply.
Yeah, and again, actually, currently what we are doing is we are trying to build this model and sustain the models that we've done through the 16 almost years. And now we are not really doing new projects at the moment. And so we are doing, what we are doing is we're trying to work with different partners to share our models with them. So I think that also can answer your question. But we welcome partnerships with different organizations in terms of if an organization wants to set up a library, a school library, we have the expertise. We can speak, sit down, come up with a budget and see how partnerships can go. Because at the moment we don't have that funds to do new libraries. We've established different models that have proved to be working. We've worked with different number of organizations here in Kenya and beyond to set up the models and ensure that the models are functional. And so probably we can have a conversation when you're ready. Yeah, thank you. There's a question back there.
First, thank you so much for your good programs. It has surely, by the look of the program, it has impacted students, especially in those in Kenya, we call alienated areas, especially when you see the case of Lamu in particular. So maybe I could say, as a Ministry of Education, in your SDG inequality bridging that gap of learning program, we have a program STEM. STEM is inequality of subjects of girls to boys on sciences based, physics, biology, and chemistry. Will you, in your program, collaborate as you implement, you see that inequality, how you will bridge the gap in providing those material, especially the sciences oriented when you are opening up your program, especially even in those rural areas. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We actually currently working in partnership with a partner from the UK to provide us with the robotics kits so that we can reach to more schools. And again, in terms of the resources that we do provide a wide range of resources that is in science, technology, mathematics, physics, biology, and also the smart board comes with preloaded content that is in 3D for kids to turn, if they are looking at the heart, they can turn their heart upside down, look at different valves while it's rotating. So it's attached and they can rotate it to all the angles to have a look at it. And not only sciences, but even in, it comes with preloaded content, even in geography, history, languages, and stuff. So it's well covered as well. So we don't want to take more time. If actually, so we can still continue before we get guided.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm already in your website, and I can see that you developed the Kenya's first school libraries policy in 2018. But I can't get it from the website. Where can I get it? Because I would want to have a look at that policy. Thank you.
It's available on Google, though. If you copy paste the same and search on Google, it's available. And you can also see the partners that we worked with, and some of them actually are librarians, and some of them are within this congregation. Yeah.
Any other question?
Is there any other question or comment? So we want to thank you for giving us this time, and we're looking forward to engaging with you all. And so we are on different social media handles. For those who are on social media, you can also check us out. We do share different updates on what we are doing. We are, that is Facebook, Instagram, X, and www. That's the World Wide Web. Thank you.